NCAA Mustangs coming to you from this rink's in Rochester, Michigan. So we're coming to you from the Suburban Ice Arena, Rochester, Michigan, for the second game of the CCM Motown tournament near Detroit. We won our first game 3-2 against the Ohio Prospects this afternoon. This is the second game against the Chicago Jets. And then tomorrow we'll have another game at 12:30 p.m. against the Flint Firebirds. So the Ohio Prospects, which we beat this afternoon, played the Flint Firebirds right before this game. The Flint Firebirds won 3-1. And the Chicago Jets, who we play now, beat the Flint Firebirds 5-2. So again, there's 20 teams in our division. We play the 3 round robin games, and after that, the teams are ranked 1 to 20. The top 8 teams go to the quarterfinals. A championship game after that. Okay, it's good. Okay, sorry there. We lost connection for a minute. The Wi-Fi is a little bit iffy in this rink, so hopefully we'll be able to get it. We'll also upload the full version of the game to the YouTube channel after the game. So if any of it cuts out or you miss anything, we'll still have the full game on the YouTube channel at Brick Wall Broadcast. So the Mustangs will be in their white jerseys, and the Chicago Jets will be in their blue jerseys. Again, this is the second game of the CCM Motown tournament near Detroit. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in this late. I know it's past some people's bedtimes. At least we don't start again tomorrow until 12:30, so we've got a little bit of rest to regroup. I'm going to mute it here for a minute just because of the music. Okay, we're getting ready for puck drop. We have Wideline, Sheehan, Conrad, Williams, and Wilson, and then Winfield's in the net on our right. Both teams are hyped up, ready to go. Puck drop 15 minutes up on the scoreboard. So the Jets pick up the puck, send it down to the corner, goes behind the net, but that'll be icing. So we'll have a face-off to the left of the goalie. We'll keep that same line out there. So Wideline will take the face-off with Connor and Sheehan. Williams and Wilson back on D. Face-off goes towards the corner. The Jets pick it up behind the net. They send it around the boards. The Jets get out into the neutral zone. Williams tries to break up that puck. Wilson will go back into the corner, sends it around behind the net. Sheehan is there, but the Jets keep it in. The Jets have it at the blue line. We do get it out and down. No icing. Sheehan will go put some pressure on that puck. The Jets send it up along the boards. The Jets bring it in through the neutral zone, hit up off the boards. Gets broken up by Downey. Downey collects it, sends it towards Lugar in the middle, but the Jets break that up. Jets have to wait till they get back on sides. They dump it down behind the net. Steer will pick up this puck, dumps it behind the net. The Jets are there. Brooks putting some pressure along that puck. The Jets have it down at the red line, change directions, send it up towards the top of the circle. Shot deflected right in front of the net. Winfield with a save. The Jets have it along the boards. Jets send it behind. Lugar putting some pressure. The Jets have it at the blue line, dump it back down to the circle with a shot saved by Winfield. So 13:39 left in the first period. The score is still 0-0. We'll have a face-off to the left of Winfield. We'll have Knob, Downey, Zolby, who guys? Lugar and Wilson. So the Jets have it in the corner. Downey poke checks it up, but the Jets back down towards the corner, bounce it off the side of the net. Wilson fighting for that puck behind the net. The Jets come away with it, change directions. Downey putting pressure, centering pass. We're going to get a penalty. So that penalty will be against Knob. Looks like for holding. So we're going to have Eastman on the face-off. Goes back towards Eastman again. Eastman sends it around. We also have Moore, Brooks, and Williams out on our penalty kill. The Jets have it at the top. Send it down towards the circle. Shot saved by Winfield. Williams takes it behind the net, sends it around the boards. The Jets keep it in. Dump it back down to the bottom of the circle, in towards the middle. Shot right off the post. The Jets there. Brooks putting some pressure, gets it to Giesman. Giesman gets it up and out into the neutral zone. Moore putting good pressure along that puck, breaks up that play. The Jets cross-ice pass D to D. The Jets bring it into the neutral zone. Pressure by Eichfeld. The Jets keep it in. Send it down to the red line. Steer putting some pressure. Centering shot gets broken up. We send it up towards Moore. Unfortunately, the Jets get that back and keep it in. The puck does leak out, so the Jets will have to regroup. The Mustangs were on a bit of a change. We have Steer putting some pressure along that puck. The Jets go down. Billadu trying to get to that puck. The Jets keep it in. We still have 19 seconds left on our penalty. The Jets have it towards the red line, behind the net. Get it up to the point. Shot, saved by Winfield. So good save there. We have 6 seconds left on our penalty kill. 11:53 left in the first period. Score still 0-0. We have Eichfeld, Billadu, Steer, and I can't tell who the other, Wilson, is out there. So the Jets keep this in at the blue line. Jets center it, broken up by Steer. Goes up off the glass. The Jets pick it up behind the net. Poke check by Eichfeld. The Jets send it around the boards. They miss that and it leaks out. Baker with that puck has a little bit of room. Baker backhanded shot saved by the goalie. So 11:26 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. So we're going to have Zoldy, Wenzel, Downey, Williams, and Brooks out for the Mustangs. Downey with the faceoff goes to the opposite corner. Zoldy putting some pressure along that puck. Zoldy still fighting for it, goes up to Brooks at the blue line. Brooks dumps it down to the corner, goes behind the net. Good pressure by Wenzel and Downey. The Jets pick this up, get into the neutral zone. Downey trying to get to that puck. Wenzel breaks up that play. Downey will get that puck into the offensive zone. Downey sends it down behind the net. Zoldi is in pursuit, but the Jets have this along the boards. Centering pass off of Downey's skates. The Jets bring it through the neutral zone. Jets with a shot saved by Winfield. Wenzel will pick up that puck, gets it out into the neutral zone. Downey with pressure before the Jets send it D to D. Zoldi tries to keep that in, but it does leak out. Williams at the blue line breaks up that play. Knob will go behind the net to collect this. The Jets are on a change. Knob sends it up towards Zoldi and Downey. Hand pass there. So Zoldi tried to get it down, but unfortunately it bounced off his glove to Downey. So stoppage of play for a hand pass. We have 10:20 left in the first period. Score still 0-0. We'll have Wilson, Knob, Sheehan, Wideline, and Conrad. So Wideline with a face-off goes into the neutral zone. Jets pass it D to D. D to D again before they dump it down. Knob will go behind the net to pick this up, sends it around towards Sheehan. Sheehan trying to get it past, but the Jets keep it in. The Jets keep it in at the blue line again, have it at the circle. The Jets center it, picked up by Knob. Knob sends it around the boards to Sheehan again. Sheehan serving, sends it up, but it gets broken up by the Jets. Sheehan still putting some pressure along that puck, breaks up the play. Wide line and Sheehan fighting for that puck. Leaks up around the far boards. Jets pass it up to the point. Shot deflected. Nice save by Winfield there. Another. Oh. So the Jets had it behind the net and snuck it in there. So good save by Winfield on that deflected pass initially. And then the Jets got it from behind the net and in. So that'll put the Jets up on the board first. We have 9:33 left in the first period. The score is 1-0 in favor of the Jets. So we're going to have Wenzel, Giesman, Moore, Steer, and Brooks. So the Jets pick up this puck, take it to the near wall, shot high over the net, leaks around. Wenzel breaks up that play. Wenzel still fighting for this puck, but it leaks up to the point. The Jets with a hard shot from the point. Nice glove save by Winfield. So face off to Winfield's right. So Giesman with that face off. The Jets have it at the point. Another save by Winfield. So we have 9:11 left in the first period. So we have Giesman with the face off again, trying to get everybody out of the face off circle. Goes to the far boards, dump it behind the net. The Jets are serving, turn around to the circle, or towards the board, send it up to the point, back down to the bottom of the circle. Broken up by Moore. Moore gets it up and out into the neutral zone. The Jets will pick this up, send it D to D. Back D to D. Into the center of the neutral zone. Nice poke check there by Brooks. Brooks tries to break up that play as well. Steer sends it hard around the boards. The Jets will keep this in at the point. Shot blocked by Giesman. Nice block there. Another shot and saved by Winfield. So we're going to have Williams, Knob, Bildu, Eichfeld, and Baker on a face-off to Winfield's right. So Eichfeld with a face-off. Jets send it up to the point, over D to D. Shot blocked by Williams. Baker will pick up this puck, gets it up to Eichfeld. Eichfeld through the neutral zone. Eichfeld tries to get it over to Billadu, but it gets picked off by the Jets. Jets send it around the boards. Baker there breaking up that play. Eichfeld backhanded shot saved by the goalie. The Jets send it up and get it out into the neutral zone. Williams will go back to collect, sends it hard up. Billadu in pursuit of this puck. The puck does go into the neutral zone. Williams sends it back up towards Eichfeld before they're offsides. So 7:31 left in the first period. The Jets are still ahead 1-0. We'll have Downey, Zoldi, Lugar, Steer, and Wilson. So the Jets pick this up, bring it into our defensive zone. Jets with a shot wide behind the net. We get the puck up towards Downey. Downey over towards Lugar, but he gets broken up. Downey and Lugar still fighting for this puck. The puck leaks out into the neutral zone, sends it over. Zoldi will go collect this on the far boards, sends it up. Broken up by Lugar momentarily. Steer sends it up towards Zoldi. Zoldi tries to get it out, but the Jets keep that in. The Jets around. The Jets backhanded shot wide of the net. Wilson putting pressure along the puck. Centering pass. The Jets pick this up in the opposite circle. Lugar putting some good pressure along that puck. Centering pass. Couldn't connect. Shot deflected high up and over the net. Wilson trying to get to this puck. Wraparound shot saved by Winfield. Zoldi picks this up. Tries to get it out, but the Jets are there. The Jets backhanded shot wide of the net. The Jets send it back behind the net. Lugar picks this up. Sends it up, but Jets get it back down. Steer with the puck along the boards. Lugar and assistance. The Jets keep it in at the point. Shot blocker saved by Winfield. Wilson over along the far boards along with Zoldi. Downey will pick this up. Downey through the neutral zone. Downey has some speed as the Mustangs going to change. Shot deflected wide of the net by the goalie. Downey breaks up that play, keeps it in our offensive zone. Sheehan is there. Has it, tries to get it to the center, but it gets broken up. Wide line, tries to keep that puck in and does. The Jets send it cross ice. Brooks is there to collect it. Dumps it down after the Mustangs get back on sides. Ooh, that was a bounce right in front of the goalie, but covered. So 5:30 left in the first period. The Jets are still ahead 1-0. We'll have Conrad, wide line, Sheehan, Williams, and Brooks out for the Mustangs. So the faceoff goes back to wide line. Jets break that up. Sheehan tries to get it, but Williams will collect. Will be offsides. So we're going to have a center ice face-off after the offsides. Wide line, I'll take the face-off. Poke checked by Williams. Brooks will pick this up. Brooks sends it up along the boards towards Conrad. D-to-D pass by the Jets. Cross ice pass. Brooks breaks that up. Brooks sends it up to Conrad. Conrad towards the middle, gets broken up by the Jets. Sheehan will collect it in the neutral zone, but it gets poke checked into our defensive zone. Sheehan picks up the puck, tries to get up off the boards, but gets blocked by the Jets. Wide line fighting to get to that puck. The Jets send it up to the point. Shot over the net. Conrad trying to get that deflected. Sheehan sends it up and does get it out of the zone. The Mustangs will be going on a much-needed change. Conrad putting pressure along this puck. The Jets cross-ice pass. They're regrouping. We have Conrad, Wenzel, wide line, Knob, and Wilson out there. So the Jets will be the first one to get to this puck. They're going to go around behind the net. Shot saved by Winfield. A backhanded shot wide of the net. Behind the net. They're going to get out in front. Shot saved by Winfield. Great saves there. Knob will pick this up, sends it out of the zone. The Jets have it in the neutral zone, broken up by Knob. Knob and Giesman fighting for this puck. The Jets do bring it in. Poke check by Wilson. The centering pass broken up by Moore. Moore gets it up out into the neutral zone. D pass by the Jets, who dump it down. Knob and Wenzel over along the boards. Giesman gets it high up, but unfortunately it goes into our bench. So 3:33 left in the first period. The score is still 1-0 in favor of the Jets. We'll have a face-off to the right of Winfield. Eichfeld, Baker, Bildu, Williams. And I'm not sure if that's Brooks over there or not. So the Jets from the point, shot deflected wide of the net. The Jets will pick this up in the corner, dump it back behind the red line. The Jets have it at the top of the circle. Serving, centering pass. Oh, that was dangerously, but got out of there. The Jets will go back to collect. Baker putting pressure along this puck. The puck does leak into the neutral zone. The Jets bring it in. Williams and Eichfeld. Eichfeld with a nice check to break up that play. Eichfeld sends it around towards Biladu. The puck goes up to the point. D pass by the Jets. Shot deflected wide of the net. Backhanded shot. The net's off. So 2:48 left in the first period. Still 1-0 in favor of the Jets. We'll have Downey, Lugar, Zoldi. So the Jets have this at the blue line, dump it down. Knob will go behind the net to pick this up. Jets change directions, get it up to the top of the circle. Shot saved by Winfield. Good job by Downey to get that up and out. Downey with a great job with that pressure, breaking up that play. Zoldi over along the boards, dumps it down to the corner. Jets send it behind the net. Lugar tries to break up that play, but the Jets do come into the neutral zone. The Jets with a shot blocked by Knob. Or sorry, that was Brooks. The Jets have it at the point again. Get it to the top of the circle. Over towards the middle. Just deflected wide of the net. Knob putting pressure along this puck. Breaks up that play. Still fighting for it. So Downey hits this up, but the Jets keep it in. Knob gets it up to Downey, who gets it out through the neutral zone. The Mustangs are going on a much-needed change, and that'll be icing. So 1:37 left in the first period. We'll face off to the right of Winfield. Winfield's getting a workout. He's doing a great job. We have Conrad, Wilson, Sheehan, Steer, and I think that's wide line taking the face off. So wide line with the face off goes back towards Steer. Steer hits it up along the boards, but it's kept in by the Jets. Sheehan with this puck gets it towards the middle. We try to get out, but the Jets keep it in. Wilson sends it up. Conrad does get it out into the neutral zone. Conrad brings it into our offensive zone, passes over towards wide line, but it's broken up by the Jets. The Jets through the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass. Thankfully, they couldn't connect. Broken up by Sheehan. Momentarily. Conrad still fighting for this puck. Conrad does get it down. No icing. The goalie will play it. 57 seconds left. So Moore and Wenzel are on. Wenzel trying to get this up wide line. Dumps it down. The Jets have it into the neutral zone. Picked up by Brooks, who gets it up towards Wenzel, broken up by the Jets. Williams hard along the board. 36 seconds left. Jets pick it up, take it behind the net. We have Moore and Giesman out there, along with Wenzel, Williams, and Brooks. So let's bring this in. Shot, saved by Winfield and covered. So 20.1 seconds left in the first period. Score still 1-0 in favor of the Jets. So Giesman with the face-off goes over towards the far point. The Jets dump it down. Williams along the boards. Giesman hits it over to the corner. Wenzel trying to get this puck out. The Jets looking to center, but it bounces off of our skates. The Jets towards the middle. Moore picks up this puck, and that'll be the end of the first period. So at the end of the first period, the Jets are winning 1-0, but great job by the Mustangs. We knew that this was going to be a really tough game. And being a night game, it's great that we can see all the energy that the Mustangs bring. So it looks like 17 shots on goal for the Jets, and I couldn't tell how many it was. Maybe 3 for the Mustangs. Sorry, they announced it, but it's really hard to hear. So great job by Winfield. So lots of energy here, getting ready to start the second period. We have 15 minutes up on the clock. Again, this is the second game of the CCM Motown tournament near Detroit. So Billadu sends us up towards Eichfeld, leaks down. Knob will pick this up, sends her around the boards. Billadu tries to get this out, deflected wide by Knob. Baker along the boards, gets it up to Eichfeld. Eichfeld out into the neutral zone. Jets send it back down momentarily. Knob hits it up along the boards. Eichfeld will pick this up. Eichfeld down towards the red line. Eichfeld and Baker fighting for the puck in the corner. Leaks out. Brooks keeps it in. Dumps it back down towards Baker. The puck leaks out into the neutral zone. Baker will pick this up. Waits for the Mustangs to get back on side. Shot by Baker. Saved by the goalie. Eichfeld picks up this puck. Gets blocked by the Jets. Eichfeld towards Baker. Baker backhanded towards Billadu. Billadu tries to get the shot in. Oh! So it was a bouncing puck there, and we got a high stick. So we had a loose bouncing puck, but unfortunately high sticking. So we're going to have a face-off to the right of the goalie. We're going to have Downey, Zoldi, Lugar, Steer, and Brooks. So the Jets pick up this puck, get it up along the boards, cross-ice pass through the neutral zone. Good job by Downey putting pressure along that puck. Good job by Downey breaking up that play. Downey brings it through the neutral zone. Downey has some speed. Downey with a shot saved by the goalie. Loops around. Zoldi is there to try to get to that puck. Downey trying to fight for it. The Jets send it behind the net. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone. Brooks will go back to collect. Brooks surveying, gets it up towards Lugar, but it gets broken up by the Jets. The Jets bring it in. Shot deflected wide. Steer will pick this up. Hits it up high and out of play. So 13-16 left in the second period. The Jets are still ahead 1-0. We'll have Billadu, Eichfeld, Baker, Williams, and Knob on a face-off to the left of Winfield. So Eichfeld with the face-off. Baker trying to get to this puck. Knob will pick this up, sends it up towards Billadu, but the Jets keep it in. Billadu does get it out and over to Eichfeld. Eichfeld has some room. Eichfeld trying to get around. Eichfeld still sticking with this puck. Eichfeld with a shot saved by the goalie. Good job for Eichfeld sticking with that. Baker was in there too, trying to get that rebound. Good save by the goalie. So a face off to the left of the goalie. So Eichfeld with the face off. Baker with a quick shot, saved by the goalie. The puck leaks around. Billadu will go over along the boards, tries to break it up. The Jets do get it out through the neutral zone. The Jets dump it around behind. Williams will go over to try to break up this play. The Jets have it behind the net, send it along the boards. Have it at the point. Billadu putting some pressure. Knob putting pressure along this puck. Eichfeld comes away with it. Eichfeld gets it up towards Billadu. Billadu cross ice pass to Baker. Baker in through the neutral zone. Gets broken up by the Jets. Knob gets it to Eichfeld. Eichfeld dumps it down. The Mustangs will go on a change. So we have Moore, Wenzel, Giesman, Wilson, and Steer. Wilson will go back to collect this puck. Wilson gets it up to Giesman. Poke check by the Jets, and that'll be offsides. So the Jets were on a change, and they were offside. So we'll have a face-off outside the zone. 12:04 left in the second period. So Giesman with the face-off goes back to the Jets. The Jets dump it down behind the net. Steer will go to collect the puck. Hits it around the boards towards Moore and Giesman. The Jets have it in the center. Gets broken up by Wilson. Steer will go behind the net. Hits it hard along the boards, but the Jets keep it in. Slap shot. Deflected. Oh, good save by Winfield there. The Jets have it around behind the net. Centering pass gets broken up by Moore. Another shot by the Jets. Jets in the front there. So unfortunately, multiple passes in front of the net, and the puck does go in. So 11:33 in the second period. That'll put the Jets up 2-0. So we're going to have Sheehan, Wideline, Conrad, Brooks, and Williams out for the Mustangs. So good face-off by Wideline, but the Jets pick this up. Jets centering pass gets broken up by Williams. Sheehan will pick up this puck, brings it into the neutral zone. Sheehan has some speed. Sheehan gets it around that player momentarily. Sheehan tries to get a shot off, but it gets blocked. Conrad to Conrad to Williams. Williams with a shot. Good save by the goalie. So we'll have a face off to the right of the goalie. So wide line face off with Conrad, Sheehan, Brooks, and Williams. The Jets send it behind the net. Poke check by wide line. The Jets have this through the neutral zone. Brooks gets it up momentarily, and the Jets will be offsides. So we have 10:55 left in the second period. The Mustangs are down 2-0. We're going to have Steer and Knob out on D. Wide line, Sheehan and Conrad still on offense. Jets send it down wide of the net. Knob will pick this up, sends it around the boards. Sheehan trying to fight for that puck. Still fighting, bounces off of Knob's skates. Wide line picks it up behind the net. The Jets send it up to the point. Shot, nice save by Winfield off the mask. Another save by Winfield and covered. So we'll face off to Winfield's left. 10:35 left in the second period. We'll have Lugar, Zoldi, Downey, Knob, and Steer. So the Jets have this at the point. Send it down, broken up by Downey. Downey gets it towards Lugar. Knob picks off this puck, but it gets put back down. The Jets have this. The Jets with an open shot high over the net. The Jets keep this in at the point, dump it down. Downey will collect it. Downey around that player. Unfortunately gets poke checked into the zone. The Jets with a shot blocked by Knob. Jets with another shot saved by Winfield. So 9:59 left in the second period. We'll have face off to Winfield's right. So we'll have Bildu, Eichfeld, Baker, Williams, and Wilson. So Eichfeld with the face-off. Goes up towards the Jets, who send it back down. Bildu picks this up. Gets poke check back down. Williams over along the boards, fighting to get to this puck. Puck leaks out. Eichfeld hits it back towards the corner. Bildu comes up with it momentarily. Bildu still fighting for this puck. Puck is still getting in everybody's feet. Baker does finally get into the neutral zone. Baker to Eichfeld. Eichfeld brings it in. Eichfeld with a shot, saved by the goalie. Eichfeld will go over along the boards. Eichfeld with another shot goes behind the net. Baker to break up this play along the boards. Gets it to Biladu. Biladu tries to get a shot up, but it gets broken up by the Jets. The Jets get it to center ice through the neutral zone. Wilson and Williams back on D. Williams will pick this up behind the net. The Jets are there to break up that play. Eichfeld picks up the puck. Jets hit it back down towards the net. Oh, centering pass, good job with a poke check there. I think that was Wilson that poke checked that out. I believe that was offsides. So we'll have Steer and Brooks out on D, Moore, Giesman, and Wenzel out on offense. Giesman with the face-off. Goes along the boards. Good job by Wenzel to break up that play momentarily. Steer will pick it up behind the net. Steer up towards Brooke or Moore, but it gets broken up. Shot. And that puck, I don't know how it did, but it did. So the Jets with another goal. Shot right up into the side of the net there. So we have 8:40 left in the second period. The Jets are ahead 3-0. Hopefully the Mustangs can keep up the energy. We will get an ice cut between the second and the third period. So Giesman with that face-off. Moore sends it over along the boards. Steer picks this up. Jets pick it up in the neutral zone. The Jets dump it down into the middle. The Jets with a shot, saved by Winfield. The Jets pick this up. Wenzel putting some pressure along that puck along with Giesman. The Jets have it, try to center it, gets broken up by Brooks. Moore hits it up and out of the zone. And that'll be icing. So we have 8:09 left in the second period. We'll have a face-off to the left of Winfield. We have Sheehan, Conrad, Wideline, Knob, and Williams. So Wideline with the face-off. The Jets have it at the point. Jets try to get down. Williams trying to get to the puck. Centering pass broken up by Knob. Knob gets it up along the boards, but it bounces weird. Conrad trying to get to that puck along with Wideline. Knob picks it up, hits it hard around the board. Sheehan will go to try to collect. Centering pass by the Jets. Knob will go over on the opposite corner, sends it up towards Conrad. Conrad gets it up to Wideline. Conrad back to Knob. Knob dumps it down after he gains the red line. The puck leaks behind the net. Jets send it around the board. Sheehan tries to keep it in, but it bounces up. The Jets have some speed through the neutral zone. Williams back on D. The Jets with a shot saved by Winfield. Conrad and Williams behind the net. Conrad picks this up, gets it up to Downey. Downey through the neutral zone. Downey gets around that player. Downey has some open ice. Downey around. Ooh! Almost a backhanded goal. Downey still sticking with this puck. Gets it towards the middle. Stick saved by the goalie. Lugar with a shot saved by the goalie. Downey over to pick up this puck. Keeps it in. Dumps it down towards the middle. Goes just wide of the net. Zoldy picks this up. Sends it up towards Brooks along the boards. Brooks centering pass. Couldn't connect. Wilson over along the other boards. Keeps it in. Wilson centering. Lugar over to Zoldy. Zoldy with a shot, but it gets broken up. Downey will pick this up. Downey drops it for Brooks. Brooks tries to get a shot off, but breaks his stick. So Wilson is back. Brooks has no stick. He's going to leave it for Zoldy. The Jets were on a change. So Zoldy with this puck, trying to get it out. Brooks still out there without a stick. Wilson and Brooks fighting for this puck. The Jets have it. Shot saved by Winfield. Another shot saved. So we have 6:01 left in the second period. The Jets are still ahead 3-0. We're going to have Knob and Steer out on D. Eichfeld, Billadou, and Baker out on offense on a face-off to the right of Winfield. So Eichfeld with the face-off. The Jets send it to the point. Shot blocked by Steer. The puck leaks behind the net. Good pressure by Baker and Knob. Eichfeld sends it along the boards. Eichfeld sends it up, but the Jets keep it in. The Jets centering gets broken up by Steer. Steer sends it up and out. Eichfeld chasing the puck. Eichfeld trying to get to it. Gets it back to Baker. Baker tries to get a shot off, blocked by the Jets. Over towards the near wall. The Jets have this through the neutral zone. Billadou putting some good pressure along that puck. Baker tries to break it up as well. Baker gets it up towards Billadou, but the Jets keep it in. The Jets come away with it. Shot and in the top corner. So, fortunately, the Jets come away with that puck and into the top corner. So that'll put the Jets up 4-0. We have 5:14 left in the second period. So we're going to have Wilson and Williams out on D. Giesman, Moore, and Wenzel out on offense. So the puck goes back to the Jets. The Jets hit it along the wall. Poke check by Wilson. The puck leaks behind the net, more over along the boards to try to break that up. The Jets come away with it, get it up to the point. D to D pass, shot deflected by Wenzel up into the netting.
The assist number 12, Parker Hashtag. Second goal, 9:46 of the second period.
So 4:57 left in the second period. We'll face off to the right of Winfield. So Gazen went the face-off. The Jets have it up at the point. Enzo tries to break up that play, but the Jets send it behind the net. Centering pass broken up by Giesman. Giesman up along the boards. Tries to get it out, but the Jets keep it in. The Jets through the middle there, off the skates. Good job by the Mustangs to break up that play. Wenzel gets it up, but the Jets keep it in. Blocked by Williams. Williams gets it to Wilson. Wilson gets it up and out, but that'll be icing. So 4:26 left in the second period. We'll face off to the right of Winfield. We'll have Zoldy, Downey, Lugar, Steer, and I think that's Brooks out there. So Steer will go back behind the net. Steer brings this around, dumps it up towards Downey. Downey will collect it in the neutral zone. Downey with a shot and in! So Downey puts the Mustangs up on the board. Hopefully that'll give us some more momentum to keep up the pressure. So Downey with the goal to put the Mustangs on the board. So the score is now 4-1. We have 4:12 left in the second period. So Downey with the face-off goes towards the Jets. Downey fighting for this puck over along the boards, picks it up, sends it back up, bounces off of the ref. Lugar dumps it into our zone. Good job by Downey to keep that puck in the zone. The Jets do get it out into the neutral zone. Good check by Steer. Lugar breaks up that play. Lugar tries to send up along the boards. The Jets have it. Broken up by the Mustangs. Zoldy over to Downey. Downey into the neutral zone. Downey with some speed, gets it around that player. Gets broken up by the Jets. Zoldy will go over to put some pressure. Lugar along the boards. Lugar centers it. The Jets pick this up. The Jets cross-ice pass there. Steer back on D. The Jets, get around. Steer breaks up that play. Knob gets it up towards Lugar. Lugar trying to get to this puck. The Jets D to D pass. Up into the... Good job by Steer to break up that play. Nice hit there. Zoldy gets it to Downey. Downey around that player. Downey there. Backhanded shot. Oh, I thought that was going in. Good backhanded shot. Good save by the goalie. So the Mustangs are definitely getting some more puck movement. We got to keep up that momentum. So we have 3:03 left in the second period. Face off to the right of the goalie. We have wide line, Conrad, Sheehan, Knob, and Williams. Sheehan sends that back behind the net. The Jets will pick this up. Sends it over. Jabasai broken up momentarily by Conrad. Williams sends this up. The Jets are there to send it back down. Williams will collect the puck. Williams tries to get it up, bounces off of the Jets' skates. Knob fighting for this puck in the corner. The Jets pick it up. Good job by Williams to break up that play. Knob will pick this up, tries to get it up, but the Jets pick this off. Good job by Conrad by Wyline to break that up. Sheehan brings this puck into the zone, shot just wide of the net. The puck leaks up. The Jets get it out. The Jets have a 2-on-1. Knob back on D. Good pressure by Knob. Good job by Knob to break that up. The Jets bring it behind the net. Up to the point. The Jets dump it down behind the red line. Wide line putting pressure along that puck. Shot saved by Winfield, goes behind the net. Wide line clears it up along the boards, and the puck does leak out, so the Jets will have to regroup. Jets dump it down, bounces off of Sheehan. Sheehan sends it up and out almost, but the Jets keep it in with their glove. Williams dumps it behind the net. Conrad will go over along the far board, sends it up and out before he gets hit, and that'll be icing. So we have 1:34 left in the second period. The Jets are still winning 4-1. We have Eichfeld, Bildu, Baker, Wilson, and Brooks on a face-off to the left of Winfield. So Eichfeld with the face-off. The Jets keep it in at the point, send it back down towards the middle, broken up by Brooks. Brooks still putting some pressure, but the Jets have it behind the net. Good job by Wilson to break up that play. Wilson behind the net, but the Jets pick this off. Wilson still fighting for the puck. Eichfeld putting pressure. Baker gets this puck up, but the Jets keep it in. The Jets are around. Wilson breaks up that play, gets it to Brooks. Ooh, Brooks loses it right there. Backhanded shot into that top corner. Unfortunately, that puck got stuck there. I think there's a bunch of snow on the side of the goal there. The Jets pick it up, backhanded shot into that top corner. So that'll put the Jets up 5-1. We have 1:01 left in the second period. We will have an ice cut between the second and the third period. Hopefully that'll give us some time to regroup. Hopefully we can keep it up for the last minute of this period. We had some good sparks there. We have Lugar dumping it down. Downey trying to get to this puck. Downey still fighting for the puck along with Lugar. Downey trying to get the puck out, but the Jets are there. The Jets bring into the neutral zone. Downey with some pressure to break up that play. Williams will take it behind the net. 36 seconds left. We do get it out into the neutral zone. Lugar with some speed. The Jets send it up and out. The Jets will bring it in. 23 seconds left. Centering pass broken up by Lugar. Lugar picks this up, gets it to the middle towards Zoldi. Zoldi dumps it in. The Jets have it behind the net. We have 8 seconds left. Jets take it behind the net again. Send it upstairs at the point. Dumps it back down. 1 second left. Moore with some pressure, and that'll be the end of the second period. So at the end of the second period, the Jets are winning 5-1. We'll see if they give us shots on goal again. They're not listed up on the scoreboard, but they had been announcing it in between the periods. So we'll see if they give it to us or not. Again, we should have an ice cut here between the second and third period, but maybe. Okay, so it looks like 34 total shots on goal for the Jets, and I think 17 shots on goal total for the Mustangs. I think that's what he said. I think 34 for the Jets and 17 for the Mustangs. I think it's a little bit hard to hear over the music and with the microphone. It looks like we might not be getting an ice cut. They had been cutting the ice in between every 2 periods, but maybe because we got an ice cut at the beginning of this game, we're not going to get an ice cut. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I know it's some late night hockey, past some people's bedtimes. Again, we play tomorrow at 12:30 against the Flint Firebirds. Okay, so Winfield's going to the net on our right. We're going to have Wilson, Williams, Wenzel, Geisman and Conrad. Or no, sorry, Moore. So 15 minutes up on the clock, starting the third period. The Jets send this up and into the zone. Williams will pick this up. Williams dumps it down. And that'll be icing. So I guess for time's sake, because it is so late, it's nice that they don't do an ice cut in between, but it's hard to know because every other game we've had an ice cut every 2 periods. So, but we have same line out there. Geisman with the face-off goes back up to the point. The Jets hit it along the boards into the center and in. So unfortunately, the Jets had a centering pass and in. So that'll put the Jets up 6-1. So we definitely knew that this was going to be a tough game based on rankings of this team. Hopefully the Mustangs can keep up the energy and bring back that spark that we saw there after the goal. The Jets have this behind the net. Good pressure by Geisman. The Jets change directions. Brooks will pick up this puck in the neutral zone. Brooks surveying, gets it around that player, dumps it down. The Jets back towards the middle. Moore trying to get to that puck, gets hung up momentarily. Moore still fighting for that puck. Wenzel with the puck. Geisman as well. The Jets will pick this up, bring it in through the neutral zone. Shot, blocker save by Winfield. The Jets dump it down behind the net. The Jets from the center, shot wide of the net. Steer will pick this up, dumps it up along the boards. Geisman and Steer fighting for this puck. Moore sends it up and gets it out of the zone. The Jets will have to regroup, send it back to their D. Mustangs are in a change. Downey putting pressure along that puck. Ooh, good hit by Steer there. Great job to break up that play. Downey with the hit to break up that play goes over towards Brooks. Brooks along to Zoldi. Ooh, Zoldi gets hit hard. So the Jets will be going to the box for a minute 30 for a roughing. So we're going to power play for a minute 30. We have 12:32 on our running clock. The Jets are ahead 6-1. We have Eichfeld, Wenzel, Billadou, Steer, and Downey on our power play line. Eichfeld with the face-off, sitting along the dot, still fighting for the puck. The Jets come away with it, get it into the middle of the neutral zone. The Jets dump it down behind the net. Steer will pick up this puck, leaves it for Downey. Downey with some speed, but then stops, changes direction, surveying, sends it over towards Steer, but that'll be offsides. So we have 11:37 left on a running clock. .43 seconds left on our running penalty or running power play. So Eichfeld with the face-off goes over towards the boards. Downey picks this up, sends it over to Steer. Steer along the boards fighting for this puck. The Jets do send it down. Eichfeld picks it up, gets it back to Downey. Downey with some speed through the neutral zone. Downey brings it around. Downey tries to get a backhanded shot, saved by the goalie. Wenzel poke checks that towards the corner. The Jets have this out into the neutral zone. Downey back on D. Shot deflected wide of the net. Downey fighting for this puck along the boards. Downey will pick this up. Downey and Billadu fighting for this puck along the boards. Puck leaks out to the point. Shot, saved by Winfield. Another shot, saved by Winfield. So we'll face off to the right of Winfield. We have 10:15 left on the running clock. The Jets are ahead 6-1. We have Conrad, wide line, Baker, Kiesman, Conrad, Baker, Williams, and Wilson. The Jets have this puck, get it towards the middle, gets broken up by Conrad, and Baker gets it over towards Giesman. Giesman gets it out into the neutral zone. The Jets are there. Baker comes away with that puck. Baker with a shot. Oh, just off the net. Williams dumps it back down towards Conrad. The Jets do get this out into the neutral zone. The Jets into the offensive zone. Centering pass. Couldn't connect. Another shot. Glove save by Winfield. So we have 9:13 left on our running clock. Face off to the right of Winfield. Brooks, Knob, Sheehan, Zoldy. I think that's wide line. So wide line with the face off. Sheehan comes in to try to get the puck. The Jets keep it in. Shot deflected. Brooks gets it over to Knob. Knob along the board. Sheehan is there, but he gets taken into the boards. Shot saved by Winfield. So Winfield is doing a great job, standing strong. Lots of shots on goal. Good poke check by Brooks. Wide line fighting to keep that puck away. Knob trying to get that puck out. The Jets do have it at the point. Jets with a shot, saved by Winfield. The Jets bring it behind the net. Try to get a shot off wide of the net. The Jets pick it up behind. They try to do a wraparound centering pass. Another shot high over the net. Wide line will pick this up. Tries to get it towards Zoldy. Wide line gets it towards Zoldy. Zoldy gets it up and out of the zone. Zoldy's still fighting for this puck in the neutral zone. The Jets leak it back in. Knob sends it up along the boards. Zoldy putting pressure along that puck before it gets dumped down. Williams will go back to collect this puck, but that'll be icing. So we have 7:27 left on the running clock. So we're going to have Downey, Lugar, Moore, Williams, and Wilson. So Downey with the face-off, centering pass wide of the net. Lugar will pick this up in the corner. The Jets come away with it. Downey poke checks it to keep it in. Downey trying to get it around. Downey still fighting for this puck. Moore over along the boards fighting for the puck as well. The Jets come away with it. Nice poke check by Wilson, but the Jets come away with it. The Jets dump it down after they gain the red line. Williams trying to get this up along the boards. The Jets come away with it behind the net. Wrap around towards the middle, couldn't connect. Shot deflected. Moore putting some good pressure. Williams putting pressure along this puck. Wilson back behind the net. The Jets send it up to the point. D-to-D pass. Shot saved by Winfield. The puck behind the net. Moore changes directions. Williams will pick this up. The Jets dump it down towards Williams. Williams sends it hard up around the boards. Ooh, centering pass. Downey will pick this up. Downey has some speed through the neutral zone. The Mustangs are on a change. Good job by Eichfeld to keep that puck in momentarily. Steer fighting for this puck along the boards. Lugar coming in to put pressure along the puck. DDD pass by. Ooh, good job by Lugar to break up that play before he goes into the boards hard. Lugar picks up this puck, drops it back for Downey. Downey with a shot deflected by the Jets. Good job by Eichfeld to break up that play momentarily, but the Jets do get it out into the neutral zone. Good job by Brooks to get it up to Lugar. Lugar dumps it down. The Jets have it behind the net. Over along the boards, Lugar gets it towards Eichfeld. It's broken up by the Jets. Lugar still fighting for the puck. Unfortunately, he's going to get called for that. The Jets still have possession, so it's a delayed penalty against Lugar. So as soon as we touch this, it'll be whistled. So Lugar will be going to the box for a minute 30 for roughing. 4:34 left on a running clock. The Jets are still ahead 6-1. So we'll be on a penalty kill for a minute 30. Face off to the right of Winfield. We have Eichfeld, Baker, Williams, and Wilson out there. Bildu trying to get this puck up. The Jets send it back down. Wilson going in there. The Jets send it up to the point. The Jets over to the other point. Shot blocked by Williams. Williams hits this puck hard off the boards and out into the neutral zone. Bildu with some speed to try to break up that play. Cross ice pass by the Jets. Ooh, good job by Baker to break up that play. Baker has some room. Baker. Oh, yes! So Baker got that puck. He had open ice, went in, shot, got his rebound, and got it in. Great job by Baker there. That'll put the Mustangs up on the board again. So Baker with a breakaway goal off of his own rebound. And that was a shorthanded goal too. So that'll put the Mustangs on the board again. But the Jets are still winning 6-2. We have 3:11 left on a running clock. Wilson sends us up towards Downey. Conrad, Williams, and Wilson are out there. So the Jets dump that down. Behind the net, Williams will go pick this up. The Jets with a wraparound save by Winfield and covered.
Mustang goals, 19.
It was fun getting to listen to the announcer say Billadu's last name. He's like, RJ Billadu. So the Jets up at the point. So good goal by Baker, assist by RJ Billadu there. So the puck leaks up, shot off of Winfield's mask. The Jets send it behind the net. Downey picks up this puck. The Jets have it broken up by the Mustangs. Jets send it up to the point, D to D, around our players, but Downey picks this up. Downey has some room, one man to beat. Downey has some speed. Downey, shot saved by the goalie. Ooh, loose puck. Conrad comes in there to try to get to that puck. So it looks like the Jets are going to go to the box. So they'll be going to the box for a minute 30 for roughing, but we only have a minute 15 left in the running clock. So Giesman, Wenzel, Moore, Williams, and Wilson. Wilson dumps this down. The Jets send this over. Wilson is there. Giesman sends it back to Williams. Williams over towards Wenzel. Wenzel tips it down. Moore trying to get to this puck. Wenzel trying to break up the play. The Jets do send it along the boards. Wilson keeps it in momentarily. The puck does leak out. Williams dumps it up towards Wenzel. Wenzel gets tied up there. Giesman dumps it down before he gets hit. We have 29 seconds left on the running clock. The Jets hit it hard up, but Giesman keeps it in. The Jets do get this out. Williams will collect in the neutral zone, sends it over to Wenzel. We have 17 seconds left. The Jets hit this puck hard. Moore keeps it in momentarily. Wilson has this puck, has to wait for the Mustangs to get back on sides before he dumps it down. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. And that'll be the end of the game. So hard-fought game by the Mustangs. Unfortunately, the Jets win 6-2. We'll wait to see if the announcer says the final shots on goal. Great job by Winfield, standing strong. Good job by the Mustangs to keep up with it and keep that momentum.
Mustangs had 4 The Jets had 8
So 42 shots on goal total for the Jets. And I couldn't hear what the Mustangs were. Maybe 21. I think it was maybe 21 for the Mustangs. So played hard late at night. Again, we're going to be on at 12:30 again tomorrow against the Flint Firebirds. We'll be coming to you from this rink again, but a different sheet of ice. Thank you, everybody, for staying up late and watching us, and have a good rest of your evening.